Hello, fellow gardeners. Welcome back to Smart Garden, where we're always searching for those ingenious, practical solutions that make our gardening lives easier and more productive. Today, I'm bringing you something that might just revolutionize the way you think about growing peppers year-round. Imagine stepping into your garden in the depths of January and plucking fresh, vibrant peppers from plants that should have succumbed to frost weeks ago. This root zone heating method has completely transformed my pepper growing strategy, and I'm thrilled to share every detail with you so you can achieve the same remarkable results. There's a particular kind of heartbreak that every pepper enthusiast knows all too well. You've nurtured your pepper plants through spring and summer, watched them flourish through the warmest months, and just as they're reaching their peak production in late fall, that first, hard frost arrives. By morning, your thriving pepper plants have turned into blackened, wilted shadows of their former glory. It's a devastating sight that plays out in gardens across the country every single year. The frustration deepens when you consider that peppers are actually perennial plants in their native tropical environments. Traditional overwintering methods do exist, but they come with significant challenges. Bringing plants indoors often results in pest infestations. Heated greenhouses require substantial energy investments. Even cold frames and cloches frequently fail during unexpected temperature plunges or extended cold snaps. The real issue isn't necessarily protecting the entire plant from cold. The critical vulnerability lies beneath the soil surface, in that vital root zone where the plant's life force truly resides. While above-ground portions can often recover from light frost damage, when roots freeze, the plant's entire vascular system becomes compromised. Root damage means the plant cannot uptake water or nutrients, and even if the weather warms again, recovery becomes impossible. The solution I'm about to share is so elegantly simple that when I first heard about it, I was skeptical. Could something this straightforward really make a difference? The answer, as my own experiments have proven repeatedly, is an emphatic yes. The black bag pepper survival hack operates on a principle that humans have understood and utilized for thousands of years: passive solar energy collection and thermal mass storage. Here's how to set this up in your own garden. For potted plants, the process couldn't be more straightforward. If your pepper is already in a light-colored pot, simply place that entire pot inside a larger black plastic bag, black bucket, or black nursery pot. Make sure the black container's in direct contact with the soil or growing medium where possible. The black surface acts as your solar collector, absorbing sunlight throughout the day with remarkable efficiency. Position your black-bagged pepper plant against a south-facing wall if you're in the northern hemisphere. This placement is absolutely critical because it maximizes the hours of direct sunlight the black surface receives. The wall behind the plant serves a dual purpose. It reflects additional light and heat back toward your plant while also acting as a wind barrier that reduces heat loss during cold nights. For in-ground pepper plants, you'll need to adapt this technique slightly. One effective method involves creating a black plastic collar around the base of the plant, extending outward about 12 to 18 inches from the stem. This collar should be secured flat against the soil surface, creating a dark heat-absorbing zone directly over the root area. Some gardeners take this further by constructing a simple low frame covered with black plastic sheeting that creates a miniature greenhouse effect around the plant base. The temperature differences achieved through this method are genuinely impressive. During my own monitoring with soil thermometers, I've consistently recorded root zone temperatures that are 5 to 8 degrees Fahrenheit warmer than the ambient air temperature on clear, sunny days. More importantly, that warmth persists well into the evening hours, often keeping the root zone 3 to 5 degrees warmer throughout the critical nighttime period, when frost damage typically occurs. Understanding why this technique works so effectively requires a brief exploration of some fascinating physics and plant biology. Black surfaces are exceptional at absorbing solar radiation across the visible light spectrum, while white or reflective surfaces bounce that energy away. Black materials convert incoming light energy into heat energy with remarkable efficiency, often absorbing 90% or more of incident radiation. Once absorbed, this heat energy doesn't simply dissipate immediately. The soil or growing medium inside your black container acts as thermal mass, a substance that can store significant amounts of heat energy. Think of it like a battery that charges during sunny hours and slowly discharges its stored energy overnight. This gradual release creates a stable, moderated temperature environment for your pepper roots, buffering them against the dramatic temperature swings that occur in the air above. Root zone temperature is absolutely critical to pepper plant survival and vigor. Research has consistently demonstrated that pepper roots function optimally when soil temperatures remain between 60 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Below 50 degrees, root activity slows dramatically, and nutrient uptake becomes severely compromised. When soil temperatures drop below 40 degrees, roots begin experiencing cellular damage, and below freezing, they face certain death. What makes this black bag method particularly brilliant is its efficiency compared to conventional alternatives. Electric heating mats, while effective, consume continuous power throughout the cold season, adding substantially to energy costs. The black bag approach, in contrast, requires zero ongoing energy input, no electrical connections, and virtually no maintenance once properly positioned. It's passive solar engineering at its finest, leveraging the one resource that remains abundant even during winter months: sunlight. While the basic concept is straightforward, optimizing this technique for your specific climate and conditions requires some thoughtful adjustments. The single most important factor is sun exposure. Your black bag system absolutely must receive at least 6 hours of direct, unobstructed sunlight daily to build sufficient heat reserves. Climate considerations also play a significant role. Gardeners in mild winter regions where nighttime temperatures typically hover in the 30s and 40s will find this method sufficient on its own. In colder zones where hard freezes regularly occur, the black bag technique should be your first line of defense, supplemented with additional protection during extreme cold events. Moisture management becomes particularly important when using this technique. The black surface can cause soil to warm significantly during sunny days, potentially increasing evaporation rates. However, winter air is generally drier, and plant water needs decrease dramatically during dormancy. Check soil moisture weekly by inserting your finger 2 inches deep into the soil. If it feels dry at that depth, provide a thorough but measured watering during the warmest part of the day. If you notice your pepper plant's leaves dropping despite adequate warmth, this is actually normal and desirable during overwintering. Peppers naturally reduce their foliage in response to shorter day lengths and cooler temperatures, conserving energy for root maintenance. Allow the plant to naturally shed what it cannot support. The true genius of this root zone heating technique reveals itself not just in winter survival, but in the explosive growth advantage it provides when spring arrives. Pepper plants that have maintained healthy, active root systems throughout winter don't need to start from scratch when warm weather returns. While gardeners who start fresh from seed are still nursing young seedlings, your overwintered peppers are already mature plants with established root networks, ready to channel their energy directly into flowering and fruit production. I've observed that overwintered peppers using this method typically begin producing ripe fruit 4 to 6 weeks earlier than spring-planted counterparts. This extended harvest window is transformative, especially for those growing in regions with shorter growing seasons. You're essentially giving yourself an extra month or more of prime pepper production, which translates to substantially higher total yields from each plant. I hope this guide has given you the confidence and knowledge to try this remarkable black bag survival hack with your own pepper plants. The beauty of this technique lies in its accessibility. Anyone can implement it with materials that are likely already around your home, and the results speak for themselves. If you found this guide valuable, please subscribe to Smart Garden for more innovative, practical gardening techniques that actually work. Share this video with fellow gardeners who are tired of losing their pepper plants every winter, and drop a comment below telling me about your own overwintering experiences. Your insights help build our community's collective knowledge. Until next time, keep growing, keep experimenting, and remember that sometimes the simplest solutions are the most powerful. Happy gardening!